Yeah, where do we start with this one?
Yeah, I mean, well, as you all heard today, the hot topic of today is the passing of Umaga, Eddie Fatu, and it's just like what everyone's been saying. You know, everybody's making videos about it. No one can believe it happened. It's just very sad.
There's two problems with this. Number one, we will never see the Umaga character in WWE ever again, which was an awesome fucking gimmick. The only Samoan that was not generic. And the second problem is we will never hear William Regal utter the words Umaga.
Umaga. That was like the best line. Like that's like one of the best memories I have of Umaga, with the way Regal pronounced Umaga's name. It was just funny as hell. You see, the thing with Umaga is, we all know he was young. He had a lot of potential. WWE saw a lot of big things for him in the future, but unfortunately things couldn't work out for him because, you know, he failed 2 drug tests. They wanted him to go to rehab, and he refused to go to rehab. And so it's just a lot of question marks about him. But the thing was, he had a lot of potential, and that's the sad part, because he could have been a huge, huge star in the WWE. He could have been a heavyweight champion even.
Yeah. I mean,
he had the potential to do it.
We found out, I don't know how Gilbert found out, but I found out by coming in fucking right in front of the Manhattan Center, and the douchebag that told him the camera goes ahead and tells me, and I'm thinking he's just being a bullshitter. And I really thought he was just bullshitting, because he always does that to me. And this was the one time he did not bullshit, and it's very sad, especially to a guy who could have established himself in that fucking company. And to me, it's not an emotional stab like it was with Eddie and Benoit, but it is somewhat of an emotional stab.
I mean, the thing is, we haven't had a wrestler died since June Misawa, even though Captain Albano passed away like a month ago, I think it goes. But, you know, it was expected because he had cancer. But with Umaga, yeah, he had cancer for a long time now. He went to live with his family until he passed away. But with Umaga, the thing with him is, you know, his death is very sketchy right now. His wife found him unconscious, not breathing. They said they had him rushed to the hospital, and then he was on life support, and then they took him out on life support basically. So they're trying to say he had like heart problems or a heart attack, and it just seems like it's like so common now with wrestlers these days dying of heart problems, either a heart attack or some kind of heart ailment that's happening, and it's very common, and it's sad because you got to ask yourself, is it steroids, is it drugs? And it just seems like wrestlers under the age of 45 are dying due to some kind of heart problem, and that's a big question mark right there. It's just a big concern within the wrestling industry itself.
And Umaga is just a pure example of that. Just because you're not chiseled like Batista doesn't mean you're not taking steroids. But here's what I've got to say to the Umaga, or to Eddie Fatu's family, which is a very big family.
Yeah, very huge family.
And it sucks because we're running to Christmas time here, and he dies before Christmas time. Here's what I've got to say. Mr. Fatu, Umaga, Jamal, whatever you want to be referred to as, thank you for the last 3 years that you were Umaga. I mean, granted, you didn't do much when you were 3-minute warning. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Now, but when you were Umaga, you were very entertaining. I think you were one of the most underrated wrestlers used there. It's a shame. It's really a shame that this had to happen.
It is a shame.
And wasn't there a rumor he was supposed to go back?
Yeah, I mean, it was a strong rumor that he might have gone back to WWE or even TNA. He would have debuted in TNA soon. So it's a shame. It's a shame. He has so much potential. He was not done in the wrestling industry. He could have had a lot more to offer. My heart does go out to his family because, you know, Samoan people in general, they're very big on family. And it was such a huge family he had. It's just sad to think about what they're going through now, and right before Christmas of all things. So that's the sad part right there.
Well, like I said, this was a hit in the gut. Not as much as Eddie and Benoit, like I said, but it is a hit in the gut. So
anyone that dies in their 30s of a heart attack, that's just
he was
just
only
sad.
35.
36.
36.
Yeah, 36 years old and with a heart attack. That's just sad.
Well,
so definitely.
Well, this guy right here, he's tired of holding the camera, so we're just going to cut it short here and just say that Umaga from Monoxide and Gilbertblaze, you're in our prayers.
Definitely.
And big thumbs up. And no, this thumbs up. This thumbs up to the Samoan Bulldozer, and let's do it together. The Umaga yell on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.